But there are similarities. Actually, the last Thor with Taika, there was a lot of improvisation. And on this, Alma created a space for us to have a lot of improvisation.
So hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So I've finished the entire first season of the show yesterday, and I must say that it took me to places I didn't expect it would take me.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this show, like I said, it really goes to a lot of places, but it all began with kind of the lack of interest around the murder of Shirley Parker in the 60s. So what kind of drew you guys to this project in the first place?
Well, when Jean-Marc Vallée and Nathan Ross brought me the book and they put me together with Alma Harel, they made a match. And I was so excited to work with Alma, was my first thing. And then I was also really drawn to this idea of these two women leading these kind of parallel lives, both trying to get free, but the inability to, for my character to see Moses' character, Cleo, to see that she's got her own story to tell.
Yeah, Natalie and Alma have been with the project for a very long time. I got very lucky to get to be a part of it with the two of them.
Well, we got very lucky to have you join.
Thank you.
I know that you, Natalie, you've been returning as Jane Foster for many years on the Marvel movie side. How does it compare to doing 7 hours at one go here and spend almost 1.5 decades doing that part?
It's very different, but there are similarities. Actually, the last Thor with Taika, there was a lot of improvisation. And on this, Alma created a space for us to have a lot of improvisation. So it uses the same muscles even when it's, comedic versus dramatic improvisation.
Yeah. I know I only have like a minute left now, but what is kind of the one memory you will have from this show that will live on when you leave this behind now?
This is the first time I've gotten to be a part of something that I feel like when I dreamt of being an actor, I think I pictured it a very particular way. And, when you're starting out, it doesn't necessarily look like it's amazing to be working. But to be a part of this really just is the first of its kind. And so I remember it. Yeah.
And yeah, it was, I feel like the day I'll remember most was the day we did the scene on the bench and the sun was setting.
Yes.
And we were losing light and we had to do it. And there was
sound.
a shooting range across the street and stuff kept exploding. So the sounds was crazy. And we got it and it was just kind of magical and it was beautiful. I have the image in my mind forever and got to, getting to work opposite Moses was just so special and lucky, and I was in awe watching her.
It was a beautiful scene. So thanks a lot for taking time to speak with me today, and best of luck with the premiere now.
Thanks so much.
You do start to see it as being normal, but you have to slap yourself out of it and be like, this is not normal, this is really cool, and you're very lucky.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hi,
how are you doing, Noah?
Very well, thank you.
That's good to hear. So we actually spoke a few months ago about Franklin as well. And I remember you mentioning that you always had been especially fond of Sweden. So
yeah,
if we could start there maybe, because we didn't have time then to pick that topic up again.
Yeah, I remember when I was 8 or 9, we were given this presentation to do at school, and it was you have to research a country, and I got given Sweden, and so I started researching Sweden, and it was literally I started researching it as a kid, and I was oh, this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff, and the more I researched it, the more I was Sweden are like doing it right. They've like got it right in terms of like, you know, they've got great art coming out of Sweden, and like the politics seem great. Everything seems like morally correct, and I was like, Sweden sounds pretty cool. And anyway, I found out a bunch of facts that I loved, and then ever since then I've been like, I love Sweden.
But yeah, so I've obviously watched this show as well, and loved where it takes us, because it takes us many places, and your character gets to work a lot with Natalie Portman on this show. She plays your mother.
Yeah.
So how was it to kind of act alongside her on this show?
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I think Natalie Portman is one of the best ever, really. So to get to share a screen with her, and to be in a room with her, and to get to sort of risk and play as much as we did in those scenes was really, really cool. And she is a wonderful actress, and a wonderful human being, and she's very professional, but she's also very emotional and vulnerable when she needs to be, and also very, very funny. And we had a lot of laughs on set, which were great, and they broke the ice. And yeah, I just had a blast with her, and I feel very lucky to get to say that I've got to work with her.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. And you haven't turned 20 yet, right?
No,
it's
not
coming
yet.
up.
Yeah.
But you have this really amazing bunch of credits behind you already, working with
Thanks.
really big names. Does it ever seem like that you have to pinch yourself moments where, like, how did I even get here?
Yeah. I mean, I have it pretty much every day. It's kind of just like, this is just all a bit crazy. And you know, the biggest thing is that there's, at certain points, you know, certain things get used to them, because you do them a lot, like especially working on a film set, just in general. I'm like,
Yeah.
get on a film set now, and I sort of know the drill, I know what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, do I have to wake up this early in the morning, and like, do I have to like wait this long in hair and makeup? And then at some point you just turn around and you're like, why the fuck am I complaining? Like, this is great. This is my passion. This is like what I've been wanting to do my whole life, and it's so awesome, and it's such a cool industry to be a part of. And so yeah, you do start to see it as being normal, but you have to like slap yourself out of it and be like, this is not normal. This is really cool, and you're very lucky, you know.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that I got the chance to speak with you now again, and I'm really looking forward to see your roles in the future as well. I'm sure it will be fantastic.
Thank you very much. Great to speak to you again. Bye-bye.
So,
Didn't you dance at one point?
I mean, we dancing. There's all types of elements that come together.
Everything.
Yeah, that come together in a way that probably won't happen again. So, yeah.
Killer dancing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan Blumberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, especially now when I get to speak with the three of you guys. So I've finished the entire season yesterday, and I just love where this show took me. It took me to places I didn't expect it would. So how was it for you guys what was it that made you want to do this show in particular?
It's the places that you went to that you wasn't expecting to go that made me want to do this show. I know you felt some things you probably haven't felt in a long time from watching things, and that's the beauty of what Alma Harrell and the writers and you know what we've been able to like put in this show. We want you to have a trippy experience, and like live life. It's like a full life you just led within like the 7 hours that you watched it. So that's the beauty of it to me, and that's why people will watch this show and it will resonate with this show, you know. and working with these guys,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, do you guys agree, Josiah and Elon?
I agree 1,000%. I think there wasn't one rhyme or reason why I think we wanted to be a part of the show. I think the thing that ties the entirety of it all together is Alma. I think collaborating and working with someone who's so generous with her art, with her vision, with her mind, I think that is something that at the end of the day I want to hang my hat on and, you know, say that I was able to be a part of this type of artistic undertaking with people that are like-minded and kind of want to, you know, do something different, do something meaningful, do something fulfilling, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you, Leon?
Yeah, it's yeah, it's a unique experience. So whenever you have an opportunity to be a part of that, you gotta go after that, right? And we in the '60s, but we also, you know, we get to do something that has fantasy elements, but it's also a thriller and noir. Like I hadn't seen anything like that, right? Horror. So
Didn't you dance at one point?
I mean, we dancing. There's all types of elements that come together.
Everything.
Yeah, that come together in a way that probably won't happen again. So yeah,
Killer dancing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Got to wear sideburns. Like, you know, I don't think them sideburns is probably retired after this series. So yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks a lot, guys, for taking your time to speak with me.
Thank you.
Best of luck with the premiere.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.